I know, they're out of control. They're out of control.
Taking a video of the rat?
Yeah, I'm going on a rat hunt to see how many I can find tonight.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, last night we saw so many walking around. I was like, all right, tonight we're going to do it officially.
They're huge, right?
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Like the size of a cat?
The biggest one I've seen is maybe a small cat. And it's just like, at least they don't jump out at you, but you definitely, you're walking by, they'll just like scurry right by you, and it's like, you kind of jump a little bit. It's terrifying.
Oh yeah, there's a lot here.
Yeah, there's that, and then I think last night I saw like 8 of them by that dumpster.
I was right where the trash is.
Yeah.
And they don't have...
I think this block and the next 2 blocks are like the worst blocks. So when I go over by Greenpoint, I don't really see them, and like if I go further that way, I think there must be a couple of colonies around here or something.
Yeah. Have you been to the city?
I haven't. I just started noticing how bad it's been the last like month or so. Like last year, it wasn't this bad.
It got really bad after the pandemic.
Yeah. I guess they just found nice little spots where they were safe and no one was really doing anything about them. I gotta go hunt. I gotta go find it. All right, have a good night. All right. We got you guys ready? Hey, Alex. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Melody. Hey, Retro. Let's see. Hey, Tina. Okay, I think I got everyone. Hey, Will. So there was 2 or 3 here. The woman who lives in the block will say she's seen a whole ton of them as well. Oh, I think I hear one scurrying in the files right here. Oh no. Okay, all right, let's start walking a little bit and see what we can find. All right, I'm not sure if I want to, I don't know. I'm having kind of a real crap day actually. So last night, after last night's walk, I decided to jump by my shop because I had one more whatnot sale, one more whatnot order, and went into the shop's basement, and there was like 8 inches of water. Holy crap! Oh, like one of my worst nightmares, because you guys know I film a lot of the comic stuff, so the basement's full of comics. Oh, you got a whole... Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's rats sitting there. Maybe, I mean, it depends on how popular this video. Maybe I'll just become a rat chasing channel. So I went into action. I started moving stuff to the upstairs hallway, and one box flipped. So I got one box that was... At least it was the box that Will gave me last week. And everything that was in bags and boards survived. So I only lost about a third of the box. So it's not the end of the world. But I did lose one stabilizer that I had misplaced. I didn't know where it was. I found it under 6 inches of water. Some of my walking stabilizers got destroyed. And, oh, it's nightlife. We're also going to see lots of nightlife tonight. And then I lost a bunch of all the power boxes or whatever you call those, the strip protectors, were all underwater. So I'll probably have to spend like $300 to replace everything that got damaged. Oh, what a bummer. So yeah, the hot water heater just in the building, it rusted out or something. And so I'm so happy I went there, because I actually had left one, hey Lars, did I miss Lars? Hey Joe. I left one order, it was on the floor. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, no, I had Ted's whatnot order on the floor. I did the other ones, but I was looking for a red PopFuzz to put in his order for him. And then I forget what it was. I got distracted. I had to run to the shop upstairs. So thankfully, my mind is like, I got to put the order up. So I put the order up on top of the bubble wrap, just so that in case there was any kind of water problems. So happy I did that. Otherwise, I would have lost Ted's order. Oh my gosh. So, it's definitely nightlife. I hear like every other, it's gonna be copyright strike night. So I was bailing water, like, and this is last night. I was exhausted. I was up all day, And so last night I was walking with you guys to 2 in the morning. So 2:30 in the morning I was in the shop bailing water for about 3 or 4 hours. Now my left foot, because I was standing in water, my left foot has split. I took my shoes off because I didn't want my shoes to get all wet. So my heel hurts. Oh my God, I'm having a bad day. And it was like, as I've been filming in the basement because I don't really have enough room for. I know exactly the water, because it was the hot water heater. It would have kept filling up. It could have lost probably a whole ton of boxes. So now it makes me not want to do any more comic videos down there because I'm just always worrying about water problems. I've just been using that space because that's all I have to use. So good evening. I might have to quit comic videos for a while because I don't know. I just don't feel safe. I don't want to lose, to make the $8 of videos I make. I don't want to lose thousands of dollars in comics. Lars, I love heavy metal magazines. I have almost all of them. If you watch my comic haul videos, I got the last haul. I think I got like maybe 8. A couple of videos ago, I got 8 of them, and I also got number 1 through 10 from my friend Brian. Had them at the Brooklyn Comic Invasion. I do love heavy metal. I love Mobius. Mobius was a major artist that I collected in the early 2000s. I have tons of his stuff. Oh, I don't know. What a nightmare. Will, the only problem is I don't really, because we lock up the store, I can't really access without opening the whole gate. And a lot of times I'm filming in the middle of the night. I have a full set of all the Shovel Noir. Those are great comics. A lot of those have Jeff Darrow artwork, which I'm a big fan of, and Dave Stephen covers. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, those are all good stuff, Lars. All good suggestions. So I really don't know what I'm going to do for a while. I might just focus on the walk channel because I'm getting, financially, it's not like I'm making any money on it, but mentally, it's just so much more rewarding walking around with you guys each day. So I might just keep pushing to work on this. Hey, David. So we had to replace the hot water heater. That's one thing I have to do most of the building's maintenance costs. So that was just like another headache. I had to replace the hot water heater. And but Streetside Anthony, he hooked me up. I was like, Anthony, I don't know. Hey, Gary. I was like, Anthony, I don't know my hot water. Anthony just lost 6 long boxes of comics like a month ago due to a rain flood in his place. So he knows the pain of losing comics. And he came like really quick, maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes after I called him. Because I fell asleep for 4 hours in the morning. After I bailed all that water, I had to head home and go to sleep. I just couldn't stay up. But when I woke up around noon, no, you know what it was? I left a message to Streetside right before I went to sleep, and then 4 hours later, he left me his phone number because I just have his Instagram and his number I had at the store on the store phone, but the store wasn't open. So I called him up, and he was at the shop in like 45 minutes, and he replaced the hot water heater for me. Hey, King Elmo. He only charged me for the meter. He did it for free. Anthony is such a lifesaver. Appreciate him. Yeah, I lost about $300 worth of electronic stuff that I use for the YouTube channels, and a third of a box of comics. It could have been much worse if I had not gone and I just went in the morning like I was planning. I would have, it could have been feet of water, because the water would just kept on flowing. What a nightmare. But it made me want to quit YouTube. I was like, I'm quitting YouTube. I can't deal with this anymore. Because it costs so much money and time to do YouTube. But then I was like, tonight, I got to walk in. I want to hunt for rats. But then I realized my foot split. This really sucks. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just having a rough day of it. But I want to still get my steps in. Yeah, so insurance doesn't really cover that stuff unless you pay. Hey, John, unless you pay specifically to cover flood damage, and you have to keep track of every freaking thing. But I don't do that. A lot of times I'm just buying a pile of comics. I'm not gonna sit there and catalog every $2 book I got in the basement. No, I know it'll work out. That's life. You deal with as many different problems every day. I just don't. What I hate is it just demotivates me from doing content. The basement was like, I can't do anything else, so I started using the basement to do the comic videos. I'm looking for rats.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, there's rats in the city.
So that is alive?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
How many people are watching?
About 20.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, we will probably get up to like 40 or 50 in about 20 minutes.
So, you mean people, not rats?
Yeah, people. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We've only seen 2 so far. 2 rats,
okay.
20 people.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I thought you were gonna say like 40 rats within the next 20 minutes.
You never know. When I start seeing the piles of cans, every once in a while you see a whole pile of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's kind of terrifying.
It might just, get birth to a group of like rats stuff.
I think there's just some colonies in the neighborhood or something, like where there's like a whole family of them.
Like, why do you do this?
Oh, trying to get my 10,000 steps in a day. So I try to find fun things to do at night while I'm chatting with people, because when I walk by myself, sometimes you just have your negative thoughts, I would say.
Wait, can you like try to, record how many couples kissing like on the street at night? That would be fun.
Yeah, that could be an idea, exactly.
Yeah.
Every day I try to think of a different idea.
Wait, also like how many people like do not pay subway tickets, they just jump over?
I mean,
right? I'll be the first one.
Yeah, no, that would be I think a lot harder, because I mean you do see it, but you probably have to wait like 8 hours.
Okay, I'm not sure. I mean, all the people just jump over.
Yeah.
I mean, they have like different ways of like escaping the ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen people stuck in it. I've seen people jump.
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
All right, have a good night.
Bye.
See, I told you the neighborhood's hopping tonight. That's the second person I've had a conversation. It's pretty, yeah, I feel safe in the neighborhood. I really, like, if I go southern Williamsburg, like about 10 blocks more south, it gets a little bit sketchy. But even then, there's a lot of bars and a lot of clubs and a lot of things that are open that, here's the thing, if you're in an area where you feel a little unsafe, as long as there's lots of places that are busy, that are open, you can always run real quick within a block and just go places. Oh, hey, Jason. Yeah, no, people will just start talking to you. People are just curious. They see me with this camera and they're just really curious as what I'm doing.
Important get together.
But yeah, that's second person tonight. And it's funny because they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm looking for rats. Gives me a very specific tagline. And, the real reason why I'm doing it is because I just want to hang out while I'm walking, getting my steps in. I really wish my foot didn't split open today, though. I think it was just standing in water for 4 hours is what did it. Sucks. Okay, we'll loop around. Let's find another colony to see what's going on. Hey, zombie monkey. It's fun, though. So far, it's been 2 very, very friendly people. Very friendly people. That makes it way more fun when people are friendly and not, like, pissed off at you. My foot, no, I took, I have one of those, what'd you call it? It's like a razor blade on a tool that you use for shaving calluses off your foot. I know it sounds gross, but what I did was I removed all the dry skin around it so that it wasn't splitting open further. And now it feels pretty okay. So the hot water heater must have corroded or something, because it was just it just kept dumping water. I had to shut the building's water off like real quick and then empty out, start bailing all the water. I couldn't find in the basement I have a pump. I had the pump, but I couldn't find the hoses for it, so I had to sit there with a bucket bailing the water out. Such a pain in the booty. Such a pain. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I just get so demotivated when it just becomes so hard to do anything that I want to do. But the cool thing with the walking channel is I can just grab the camera and go, and I don't have to worry about a space. I do really like that. So maybe you guys will start getting me to walk 2 times a day. Maybe I'll do 20,000 steps a day and not worry about other things. This feels like a little bit crooked. All right. This camera, I never quite, like, I don't know if the camera's sitting in correct or if it's, okay. All right, let's go like this. Okay, that looks better. I know, it takes so much energy and work to do them, and I still have to worry about, the $800 I had to spend on a water heater today and the $300 worth of electric stuff I have to replace. So now it's just like, do I stream or do I actually do work? I don't want to do work. I want to do this. I will feel better, and we can hold off on the box. When you're ready, I'll be ready. Like, don't think of it as something that has to be done right away. If your back is really killing you, then yeah, let's not further injure you. When I was your age, I hurt my back way more often doing crazy stuff. Now I've learned to not overdo it as much. Luckily, so when I went into the basement, I had one long box that was full of just random junk. It was garbage. It was stuff I was going to get rid of. And then I had one box of comics on top of that box. That was just put it up there. I try to keep everything up on milk crates and stuff.
I think it's happening.
And so what it did was, because the box got wet, the box crumbled. And so the box on top of it fell over. I didn't really think about that. I really should not leave any kind of cardboard on the floor. And so when that box tumbled, I thought the whole thing dunked into water. But what happened was, it was only the edge. So the one whole corner of the box, or the whole one edge, got super wet. So I thought they're all destroyed. But about 6 hours later, or after I woke up when I was waiting for a street side, I started going through the box. And I realized everything that was in bags and boards was fine. So I just removed the bags and boards, threw them out. But everything that wasn't in bags and boards was wet. And like really wet, like 75% wet. It's amazing what a bag and board can save you. So yeah, remember to bag and board your books, folks. It's not just to protect from being creased or crushed. It protects from water. It protects from vermin. Protects from all kinds of things. Hey, the traveling Texan. Oh, ow. Ow, you my patron now? Just trying to connect names with faces. But yeah, my left foot has kind of this aching, like, has a split in it. So it does kind of hurt as I walk. It really sucks. Okay, I guess let's I'm gonna start looking carefully at the piles. Oh, cool, Al! I'm so happy you're on the stream now. Awesome. I love when all people that have been part of my life for... Al, how long have you been following me? 5 years? Yeah, that's why I had to ask, but sweet. Yeah, all you guys. I love it when you guys are finding my walking channel. I get to hang out with my favorite people. This is awesome. It's a problem you have to think about. Everyone knows you gotta keep your stuff off the floor. You have to have it on milk crates or other things. Yeah, tonight it's not Street Pirates. We're officially hit rat hunting. I don't know if new people will come in or not. All right, trash, but I'm not hearing anything over here. I think we'll have to go find a higher density area. But yeah, basement flooding is very common. So different types of basement flooding. I've had I've experienced. So you have major rainstorm flooding. Oh, that bar is hopping. So if you get hit with like a hurricane or a really big downpour, a lot of people have flooding in what was the big storm that hit 2 years ago? It killed like 25 people that lived in the basements in New York City. Something like that. Like a lot of people got flooded and killed. It came in so fast. My neighbor John, he had lost a huge chunk of his collection.
Yeah, we can go.
He lost like hundreds of Funko Pops due to a rainstorm flood. In our basement, during that storm, the water was shooting in out of the drain. So like we didn't lose anything. We were prepared for it. It was terrifying, but we didn't lose anything. So you have that kind of flooding. Then you have like if you have a laundry machine, sometimes you have a laundry machine overflow flood. I've had that a few times. A hurricane in Kansas would be that would be like really terrible. So yeah, laundry flooding is a problem, but laundry flooding is usually not too bad. You're gonna get an inch of water or just a little bit of water. It's not, that's the kind of where if you put everything up on milk crates or shelves, you'll be fine. The rain flooding is the worst, but most rainstorms come down in like a 1 hour or a 30-minute like super downpour, then it stops. So rainstorms are extremely bad when it floods your basement, but it's a limited event. And then you have a whole bunch of people. It was really sad. And then the third kind is if you have a break either in your hot water heater or the water line. I've had both of those. The problem with those is they'll keep flooding. So if you don't catch that in time, your basement can get several feet of water. Those are the worst. That's why I was lucky that I had one more whatnot order to do last night. I was like, all right, let me do this before I go to sleep because I was planning to have them picked up in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds. So there's three. So everyone I know, Will worked for Roger's Time Machine, a comic shop in Manhattan that closed down maybe 6 months ago. And they had a big flood and they lost like thousands of comics. Well, how many boxes of comics do you think Roger lost in that flood? No, honestly, usually when I get a fissure split on my foot, I use, I know, Street Side is amazing. He really saved my life. He was like, let me help you out, Sean. No problem. Don't worry about it. I'll just, he literally was here in like 30 minutes and he was on another job, I think. It was really amazing. I owe him big time. He said I owe him nothing, so I paid him a giant mega hug. But, Street Side hooks me up all the time, so I'll hook him up. Right now it's beautiful. It's about 58 degrees, so it's like perfect walking temperature. Yeah, fires. That's the other kind of water damage I have not experienced. Is if you get a fire and the fire department puts it out, it can drench all your stuff. Sometimes the water damage is way worse than the fire damage. Yeah, 40 to 50 long boxes of comics. So that's what 12,000, 15,000 comics Roger's Time Machine lost in a basement flood because his store was in downstairs location. Hugs are great. What I usually do is if I get a foot splisher or where it starts cracking, it's usually because it's just too calloused. I actually just use that callus remover blade and I try to remove as much of the callus skin so that it no longer has two like dry pieces that are kind of cracking it. And then usually within a day, it heals pretty good. It's just, you got to prevent it from having the pressure to continue the build on the split. Yeah, it's probably similar stuff that I lost, just cheaper stuff, I would assume. Yeah, you guys probably have way worse fire conditions. In New York City, the fires get put out pretty quickly. Like, it's rare for more than like one building to go up. All right, we got a lot of clubs going on. Let's I'm not sure which way I want to go. All right, let's try this way. It might cut out for a second. So yeah, I mean, at least in my shop today, I think we sold $400 worth, so I at least covered half my day's expenses. So overall, in the whole day, I just like, it didn't cost me that much. It's more of just an emotional day that really hit me today. Not more financially, I'll recover in a day. But I just like, I hate when you go backwards. Hey, Ted. Ted, your order almost got destroyed by a flood today. I was packaging, I had your order on the floor in a box, and I needed to find a red robot, so I had put it, I had to get them in the store because I couldn't find any in the basement. So I luckily took your order and put it up on top of the bubble wrap shelf. And then I forgot, I got distracted, I forgot to package it. Oh, the Wrecking Crew, welcome to my channel. I missed you. I missed your comment. I'm trying to catch up with everyone's comments. Super awesome. Wow. Wrecking Crew, you are amazing. So I have a couple of bigger YouTube channels. I have a toy channel that I've been doing for 8 years. And most of my friends from that channel are over here now. So a lot of the folks I talk with every night are people I've known for a while, including people I know in person. Yeah, the red robot saved you. Well, I would have already packaged it because all the other orders were packaged. That would have been devastating to me if your order got destroyed, though. That's like, to me, that would hurt a lot more than losing my own stuff, is losing the stuff for other people. And then, and then I have a comics channel with about 5,500 people on it. So this is my new walking channel where I can just walk and talk and hang out with people. So I've been waiting to see if I'll actually get people that just enjoy me walking, like new people. So you're amazing. Welcome, Wrecking Crew. Welcome. I think it's awesome that you found me looking for rats. We haven't really seen too many. Last night we saw a huge colony of like 20 of them. Tonight, all right, I'm gonna go over to Bedford. Let's go look at people for a while. Oh, you know what else? We have to look for garage sales. Oh, maybe we should head to Greenpoint. I think that's what we're going to do. Rat Hunt stops for a little bit. And now we're going to head to Greenpoint because I actually want to look for garage sales. And my foot actually doesn't hurt too bad. It's just more of like a constant ache. You're very welcome. This is amazing. I keep asking if there's people watching that are watching for the first time. I'm just curious if this channel would ever grow to the point where people come in. But so this is awesome. What this channel is about, so I started doing my 10,000 step a day challenge about 2 months ago because I was having some health issues. And I decided I had to do it. I did it for one day and it was hard. Yeah, we're gonna go look for garage sale signs now. And then I did it and we also look at a lot of food trucks where we're hanging out. And so I walked for a few days and I realized what was happening is I would worry about all the things that really would start bothering me while I was walking. And it was just like, it was making me a little depressed. I'm like, no, that's not cool. I want to be happy. I want to have a fun time walking around. And yes, street candy pirates. That's what we call them on the channel normally. So what I decided was, you know what? Let me start doing these walk and talk videos. I just made a whole new stream after walking for like a couple weeks. And I realized hanging out with you guys and chatting is so much fun that like I don't even think, like even today I'm upset. But you guys have all lifted my spirits by being so positive and awesome. I love you guys. So now I'm just motivated to get out walking again. So I want to work on this channel a lot. I want to do a lot more walking. Oh, Melody, I really appreciate you. I'm happy you're enjoying the nightly walks. And they're fun, you know, we get to have a conversation, talk about interesting things, learn about each other a little bit. You know, all that kind of stuff. And Zombie Monkey, I'm glad you're enjoying the walking videos. But this is awesome. I love the idea of one day walking around with like 500 people all hanging out at once on this stream. I love that you guys are all becoming friends with each other too. It's amazing to me. Man, Oreos. My little sister loves Oreo cookies. When she was younger, she used to just eat the cream out of them though and then put the cookies back without the cream. as if that would be appealing to someone else. Like, here, I'll leave the cookies for you. So you're like, ooh, a box of cookies. And then you like open it up and all of them had all the cream eaten out. That was funny. Funny times. Okay, so this club is not hopping tonight. So this is a club right there, but that maybe Saturday night it'll be more popping. All right, this is good. I'm glad I almost didn't stream tonight because I was just feeling all like, because my sleep is all messed up again because I was really tired at 2 to 3 in the morning because of the flood. I had to clean that up, so I didn't get to bed till 6 or 7. I woke up at 11, worked on the basement stuff for like 3 hours, and then I went to bed again at, I want to say 4 or 5. No, it's 5 because I slept another 4 hours, and I woke up at 9 or 10, something like that. Hey Phil, YouTube is really wonky with that kind of stuff. It only notifies some people, and it's very frustrating. No, Lars, I appreciate that. The fact that you guys are enjoying me just walking around is amazing to me. John, they're okay. The cookie part is just a little bit too like a cracker. Most gluten-free stuff I don't like. There was at Trader Joe's, they had these gluten-free muffins that were so soft and delicious. They were so good that the cool kid was also enjoying them, and Allison was already also enjoying them. So we actually found a muffin that's so delicious. Yeah, Gary, if it inspires you to get out walking, that makes me so happy because getting out walking is so healthy for all of us. It's really healthy to get out and take a nice walk. Exactly. Here's the thing. Like, I get a little bit worried about AI making content that we all watch, but I crave human interaction. I want to chat with you guys. I want to walk and talk with you guys. I don't want to just watch a robot's interpretation of life, however the heck robots are doing. So I know there will still be a lot of space for people to create content and do fun things, and it won't be all AI controlled. Obviously, it's going to take the jobs from some people, but I think there's still a big future in actually like interaction, communicating, talking with the people, and and sharing our lives. Whether it's a day like today where I'm just kind of sad and down, or just fun things, wonderful things. Oh, thank you, Retro. I appreciate that. It does. The fact that I can't do as much as I want on the other channels does bum me out so much. I just collect so much that I get to the point where I have limited space. Honestly, if this channel got to the point where it's, let's say, making me like 10 grand a month, then I would just pay for a big space and I would do the other channels as well full time. Yeah, fuck the robots. Exactly, Jason. We need more people just talking and Jason, your channel, I enjoy when you do your personal vlogs. Maybe you should think about doing a walk and talk channel, because I think talking on video is very healthy mentally to me, but being able to actually interact with people like amps it up 100 times. So Jason, if you get a chance, it might be worth investing in a stabilizer and just figure out a way to, or even just when you're at home, do a little live stream and talk with people. I think it'll be really good mentally. And people just like to hear people talk and tell stories, whether they're just about going to the grocery store or like some amazing adventure. I find my life kind of boring, but at the same time, I have lots of stories to tell, and I think people enjoy the stories. So you just never know what you have to say or what you have to do. Yeah. No, AI. No, I really am so interested in AI. My PopFuzz the Robot is about a robot in the future. I wrote this story for him 20 years ago. PopFuzz the Robot is a robot who is in a future world where AI is sort of way bigger. People buy robots for doing home chores and stuff. And people have connections in their brain, so they watch movies and read books in their brain. They don't even have physical. So PopFuzz is a robot that rebels against the AI. He becomes a robot who loves physical media. yeah, being able to talk and is fun. It's fun, definitely. And you know what? Sometimes when you're walking too, like I met 2 nice people that chat with me tonight. One night I saw the weird blue sky cloud. Sometimes you just see weird stuff when you're walking too. So it's actually fun to get out of the house and see what you're gonna find. I wonder if we're gonna find any garage sales for tomorrow though. I would like to do another day of garage sale hunting. That was super fun last week and the week before. I kind of like making that my Saturday thing. Alright. So what's new in everyone's world today? You guys do anything fun today? I'm trying to think. I mean, even though it was a bad day, it was kind of a nice day too. Just to know that Anthony was willing to come and help me out real quick. Stoop sale. Sunday, May 21st. All right, so could someone, it's at 3626. Someone mark the, I need to do that actually. Maybe I'll think about doing that tomorrow. Someone marked that the stoop sale Sunday, May 21st. It's at 3639. All right, Will, maybe I'll do that. I'll see how I feel because I still, I've slept now, so I don't know if I'm going to be up all night. So I might actually be exhausted tomorrow. Melody, I hate crowd. Like if I go to a party, if it's more than one person, I shut down because it's just too much input for my brain that I can't, it's really hard for me. It's very difficult. Parties are the worst. All right, no sales there. So I like hearing people just talk on, I like watching YouTube channels. Jason, I haven't done a flea market yet, but last week and the week before I did Saturday garage sale hunting. So we actually walked the streets looking for garage sales, which was actually really fun for me. And we found some cool stuff. Will, can you do me a favor? Either message me or just in the comments of this video, let me know the location. So maybe I'll, wait, I hear rats. I heard one. Okay, I heard one. We didn't see one. I heard one. All right, Mr. Brightside, take care. Well, I mean, you're exercising your relaxed skills. $2 to $5 is kind of high on that kind of stuff. I mean, I do know 90s Hot Wheels, if they're mint on card, I usually get about $4 for them in the shop. So 2 to 5 is like right on the nose for full retail. It's not really 414. Oh, it's right on 14th Street. Well, Avenues is in between. Yeah, well, I really have no excuse. I gotta get my mind back into it's okay to collect stuff, because right now I'm thinking, oh my God, where am I gonna put it? If I put it in the basement, it's gonna be destroyed with the rainwater. And so far, just one garage sale we saw for Sunday, nothing for Saturday. I'm gonna check all the polls over here, see if we see anything. We're on First Ave. Oh wow! So it really is literally one stop. I could practically swim to the flea market. Maybe that's it. Should I start swimming the East River? Okay, so this is I think this is the same sale. Pretty sure that's the same sale. Okay, you're not going yet. I thought you were leaving. All right, let me cross. I don't see any signs on the other poles that look like older ones. Yeah, so I woke up like an hour ago. So I'm not 100% sure how I will feel. I might just stay up all night and then go in the morning. Well, what time does the flea market start? Because maybe I will plan to go. And it would be pretty cool to walk in the city. I haven't done that yet. I've just been doing the Brooklyn walking, but actually walking around Manhattan for an hour or two tomorrow would be cool. And then Will could make another appearance on the live streams. Okay, nothing here. Anyone want to see some fresh fruits and veggies? We could take a food and veggie break. Food and bread. Should be at 10. Okay, I'll tell you what, David, I will go back to the club area. We can go people watching if that's what you want me to do. Right now, I'm just looking for the garage sales because they usually tend to be more over this way. But there's not as much nightlife in this area. Allison lives on a regular schedule. She's a real person, not a crazy overnight sleeping person like me. And my sleep stream just goes, like, it's different every night. So I never know exactly when I'm going to be sleeping. And I can't function trying to sleep the same hours.
Me too. This is the fun.
All right, good night, Lars. Are you a vampire too? The sun comes up and you got to go to sleep? Yeah, I had, big truck. I had cut watermelon right before the walk. We had a nice, delicious pile of watermelon to eat. Yeah, I mean, we can eat food, grocery shopping. This pizza place is hopping. They must have really good pizza with the amount of people that are here. A lot of people having pizza. Yeah, freshly cut watermelon is delicious. You grab a fork and you go to town. It's the best. All right, let's go back to the only problem is it's 58 degrees tonight, so everyone's gonna be a little bit dressed up. For me, I sleep at different times, so I never say I mess up my day. I just be as productive as I can when I can. All right. It's so loud over here. Nightlife. Of people out and about having a fun time. You would think it's like 4 in the afternoon. It might have been Abba. I'm not sure. Lots of people happening. But yeah, once it gets warm, people will be all dolled up. It's a little too cold to doll yourself up. Honeydew melons are good too. I do like honeydew melons. You know what's funny? When I was a kid, I had a cat that loved cantaloupe. She absolutely loved cantaloupe. My mom would cut the cantaloupe for breakfast, and like if my sister and I didn't get there fast enough, the cat would be going to town on the cantaloupe slices. That was so funny. There's definitely lots going on tonight. You can tell it's Friday night in the neighborhood because there's a lot of clubs, a lot of restaurants, a lot of things just hopping right now. Real hopping. I enjoy ABBA. ABBA's a good, fun listen. I'm actually out of ABBA records in the shop right now. I could use some ABBA. It sells really well for me every time I get it. Super, super busy in the neighborhood. It's like wall-to-wall people. Wall-to-wall people. It tastes pretty much like other melons. It's slightly sweeter, I think. And it's like a greenish yellow color. This bar is hopping too. There's a lot of people. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get copyright strikes the whole freaking walk tonight. So much very loud music. That is a very loud, giant crowd. So yeah, big giant crowds like that, my brain does not function. There's just so much noise that I can't hear anyone. So anytime I go to a party or something that's that loud, I can't talk to anyone. I usually end up in a corner being silent. That's way too loud. Definitely, our taste buds mature and change with time. So it's definitely funny how things change. No parking. Oh, that's an ad for that comedy thing. Okay, we only have one garage sale, not for tomorrow. Go dance. I'm really not a dancer. Not a dancer. I'm not a club scene person. I'm a, garbage digging, flea market hunting, junk collector, but when I say junk, I mean 80-year-old comic books worth $500 or more. That's me. I don't really need to dance and hang out with people. Unless we're walking and talking, I can hang out with you guys watching me walk around. That I enjoy, because I can see and read everything you're saying and not get confused by it being so loud and crazy. I can actually keep up with conversations. So this place is hopping. This is full of people. Like every single place, there's gotta be literally thousands of people out and about right now in the neighborhood. Thousands of people. I'm gonna give you your own soundtrack. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we got the rock climbing place. Oh, even people are rock climbing. No, they're just cleaning the rock climbing place. They're vacuuming. They're not actually climbing at the middle of the night. Typing wrong fast is fantastic. It means you get all your ideas out without worrying about like correcting it, and by the time you finish the sentence, you forgot what you're saying when you try to correct it. So type it fast, type it wrong, let the typos, let the autocorrect correct it funny. That's okay. I understand the gist of the idea. And if I don't, you can correct me. But yeah, I'd rather just type out your ideas as quick as possible. Type out your thoughts. If you mess it up, it's all cool. Yeah, done on Friday night. That's why I was telling you guys the week. Friday night is when it's crazy. Yeah. Okay, we got some nice music with a party going on there. It's gorgeous. It's super fun. It's definitely a place to hang out. People come here from all over the world. I mean, literally, we have all these big ass hotels here. This is definitely a touristy neighborhood for the city. Oh, 5 soundtrack songs. Wow, that's hard. 5 soundtrack songs. Jeez, I like so much music that it changes like every week. Like I've been listening to this week a lot of Smashing Pumpkins. I've been kind of in a retro 90s mood. A lot of Smashing Pumpkins. I've been listening to there's a new K-pop band where one of their songs is on all the videos. The Cupid song. It's a really cute song. I listened to that a little bit. Trying to think of what else I've been listening to this week. I'm not sure. I've been busy. I haven't really had time to listen to music. And it changes. What I want to listen to changes. Sometimes I want something light and fluffy. Sometimes I want something real hard. Sometimes I want... Although, you know what? I find myself... When I listen to, like, more aggressive music lately, I don't enjoy it as much. I feel it gets me a little depressed, actually. As I become an old man, I kind of enjoy more melodic stuff. Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins is a fantastic band. I mean, I was, 18, 17 when they came out, so it was like right, that whole grunge era, it was perfect for my generation. Like, it really hit us at the right time. But yeah, Smashing Pumpkins is good. I've been watching a lot of Rick Beato on YouTube. He does like music and analysis and stuff, and he does really amazing interviews. I've actually been really enjoying his channel, so I've been kind of listening to music as he listens to music. Like he'll mention something and then I'll just listen to the song. Like, oh yeah, I remember that song, or oh, I didn't realize I've never heard that song before. Which is rare, or it might be a song I barely heard before. But he did a really awesome interview with Butch Vig, who produced a bunch of the Smashing Pumpkins albums. So because of that, I started listening to them again. Pink Floyd is a great band. You will actually catch me. Oh, all right. There's a reason why we don't see Street Candy Pirates. Because over in this side of the neighborhood, there's actual poison traps. We are happening, though. More bars right this way. Lots of bars going on right now. This direction. Nirvana Unplugged's a great performance, but yeah, $45 for a record is expensive. Oh, hey, Kathy. Sorry, I'm talking so much, I'm missing a few. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy a good rock and death metal song, but sometimes I find myself putting in more of a negative mood because I'm not in the same angsty like part of my life as I was when I was like 18. So I find myself more interested in more melodic stuff. But yeah, Pink Floyd is great. I love Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is definitely a top 10 all-time favorite. They are expensive. That's why I try to sell vintage records, so I can sell like most records $5 to $10, where the really good stuff might be 20 to 30. But if you have a good shape vintage record for $30 versus a reprint that's probably lower quality for 45. But yeah, no, records, honestly, you can't mass consume records anymore. They're just at that $45 is too expensive. You just get a favorite here or there, just to have that experience of picking out the record, putting it on, enjoying it, flipping it over. That's the experience, but you don't need to have all your music that way anymore. So you can still have your musical experience with the record, but then you can just have all your other ways of listening. Yeah, I find myself listening to it way less. Yeah, YouTube is great. You can find anything on YouTube, honestly. You want a full album, whatever it is, it's on there somewhere. All right, where are we going? This bar is closed for, I feel like it's early for what's going on. Okay, over here's popping. I guess let's go over to Bedford. Actually, no, we'll just keep going down this street. Honestly, records don't have huge values compared to what they cost. They just feel like huge values. But I mean, retail records were what, like $15 in the 80s? $10-15. So that's the same as like $30-40 today with inflation. So it's not like they're more expensive now, they're just still the same price. It's not like comic books where they were $1 and now a New Mutants 98 is, you know, $1,000.
When we're looking at the city of all of those stars.
Yeah, Spotify is fun too. The one thing with Spotify is though, is like I never feel like I'm connected to an album. With Spotify, I feel like I'm just randomly listening to songs. Hey, Blazing Princess. Yeah, but collecting vinyl is super fun. And that's one thing you could, like, that's why I like garage sales and that kind of thing. I saw a garage sale last weekend where they had a ton of records for like $5. You can do record hunting instead of just being like, I'm gonna go get the record I want for $50. What you do is like, let me hunt every weekend, make it a thing where I go out and I look for cool records for a good price. And you never know, you're gonna pick up some amazing things for $5-10. Just like that Osamu Tezuka book I bought last weekend for $20. Right? I didn't pay $50 for it. It would cost me $58 shipped. It's more like, you know, you go for the thrill of the hunt and then sometimes you find amazing stuff. And if you don't, you still had the beautiful walk and the beautiful hunt. Yeah, YouTube will give you access to every music. What I do like is listening to people talk about music and then like finding a band or something that they mentioned, some like old soul band from the 70s or something I never heard of. And then, you know, go on YouTube, you can listen. Someone's probably either playing the record or there's like a video or there's something that you could actually watch and see if you like the music or not. I love that. It's so fun. Deftones 2000, that's awesome. All right, give me a second. I gotta catch up with everyone. It's not only a smart way, it's a fun way. Because that way you can stick to a budget, but your budget can, you know, make it so you can buy way more records and you can have the thrill of the hunt. Yeah, for buying brand new, it has to be either like an all-time favorite artist releasing a new album or someone you're really, really worth. Oh, good night, Jason. Night. Sleep good. Thanks for coming in to say hello. We haven't really seen any rats tonight. We saw a bunch last night. I really like the Deftones in the 90s. I did used to listen to them. Okay, I think I caught up with all the question. I think if you watch my shorts on this channel, I think I put 7 words on one of the shorts. They were just a good angsty band if you wanted some really rockin' music. I'm not sure if I want to look for clubs or if I want to look for street candy pirates. We're going to do one of those. We're going to hunt. Maybe I do have in the title. Maybe I need to go hunt for some rats. Okay, rat time. I thought I'd see more out tonight because it is, street candy night. All right, let's go this way. I'm going to see if we can find any. Yeah, I like that album. It was a decent album. Again, I was really, so in the 90s, I was really into funk metal. So it started with like the Chili Peppers, into Rage Against the Machine, Primus, 311, into Korn, Deftones, etc. Oh, and okay, we're back. Did the Be Right Back sign pop up? Because I don't know how disconnected I got. Okay, so I'm seeing trash, but I'm not really seeing the colonies of someone I liked. I didn't love. I had the albums, but I probably only listened to them a handful of times. I didn't really get into this like pop punk kind of stuff as much. Like I remember enjoying Green Day for a while, but I didn't. No, not like as hardcore as the other stuff. Whereas I love like Primus. I love Primus. I saw them in concert so many times. So Tool and Slipknot would have been kind of past the era that I was really into. Like Tool and Slipknot would be like early or late 90s, early 2000s, I believe. So I never really got into Tool and Slipknot as much. By then I was into like different types of music. I guess I'm gonna just go straight and see what we can find.
Without like iPhone.
But he sees us as
They're going around. Okay, so I probably didn't disconnect that much. There's a lot of people walking around right now. I wonder if there's an event that just let out. Oh, you know what? There might be a concert over at the Williamsburg Hall of Music. Because I see a lot of people there too, so maybe they're waiting for the band to come out. Oh, they switched up this window again. I love that all the fashion stores switch out their window. Oh no, that window's the same, but the other window's. I love that they switch them out almost daily. So yeah, there's a lot of people outside the venue right now. So that concert probably just let out. That's what I'm thinking. That's why there's a lot of people over here. So that's the nude party something played. But that's the Williamsburg Hall of Music, and that's where they made that Luke Cage's, the club in Luke Cage. They basically just changed the marquee and they turned that into the club. Lots of people though. Super crowded. What, Mr. Ruff, what was your favorite 80s hair band metal groups? I was a little bit too young, so I didn't really, in the 80s, I didn't really get into that stuff. It wasn't really, you start getting into music kind of more hardcore when you're 14, 15, and then, like when I was 14, 15, I was into Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, and Pink Floyd. And then it was, then after that, it was all the grunge bands. Grunge bands, 94, 95, it was, Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Soundgarden, absolutely love Soundgarden. It said the nude something. I didn't recognize the name. Kevin Power, I don't know. Maybe. Can you do live streams on TikTok? Motley Crue, okay, I know exactly the kind of stuff you're into. They were really popular, and then grunge came and kind of killed their audience. Okay, we're gonna go back this way. I'm gonna go back to the best. That's very cool. Yeah, so you guys are probably a little bit older than me, because when Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, all those groups, Motley Crue, Great White, all those groups were super popular. I was into I guess I liked Guns N' Roses a little bit in that era. A little bit, but I was still a kid. I was like 12 years old. I was figuring out what I liked. Queen is awesome too, but Queen I didn't really get into until like the 2000s. When I got older and liked more like classic rock a bit. I was into classic rock in the late 80s into the early 90s. I also liked Neil Young a bit then. but I didn't really get back into it till the 2000s a bit. Our Empire State Building is just white today, so nothing special going on. Okay, we're gonna walk down a few of these side streets. I really feel like we need to find some street candy pirates. It's so bad. Last night we saw like 20 of them. Tonight we haven't really seen any. Kevin, maybe I could just start doing live, like 5-minute walks on there. I'm 47 this year, and in like a month. So we're pretty much, you're like older sister age. So we have like a 4-year difference in when we started liking music. So for me, it was like late 80s into the 90s. So Melody, you would have been like mid 80s into the early 90s is really when you started getting into big music. Maybe they're scared of all the people. Maybe that's why they're not out tonight. Maybe it is all the people walking by that are keeping them a little bit scared. Because last night it was quiet. Yeah, Kevin, maybe I'll think about it. I don't know. I'm kind of already doing too much now. Like, I don't know. Like John recommended maybe trying Twitch as well. Maybe there's a way I can hook them up so they live stream it on all three at once. So Mr. Brightside, you would have been early 80s is really when your music taste started forming. So Ralph, you'd be like early, let's see, I'm trying to calculate in my head. 13, so you'd been like late 70s. As long as you enjoy the stuff you enjoyed 30 years ago and you still enjoy it, you're young at heart. You'll remain young forever. As long as you don't abandon the things you enjoy, then you can be 98 and still be young. I mean, NECA figures are pretty cool. They're a little bit pricey, but I think you get a lot of detail on them. I haven't really found the urge to collect them that much though, so I don't know if they connect with me in a collector sense as much. Yeah, Zombie Monkey. So yeah, you would be like 5 years after me. So yeah, early 90s to mid 90s is right when you're really forming. Yeah, Blazing Princess. I just start walking some of these days, and some nights I just don't have anything to talk about yet. We end up finding lots of fun things to talk about. I actually really enjoy it. Yeah, I think most of us start really getting into music when you're around 14. Because I always say ages 7 to like 11 to 12 is really when you form your nostalgic bonds of stuff you liked as a kid. But then when you become a teenager, you start thinking about other things, and music is always one of them. Yeah, as long as you love the stuff that you liked as a kid or the stuff you liked as a young person, young adult, you'll remain young. Or as long as you still find things that you're passionate about as much as you were as a kid, then you'll remain young in heart forever. And honestly, I feel like people that enjoy the same music or enjoy those types of things in life tend to seem to be younger people. And they're not as cynical as like, some people don't enjoy any of that kind of stuff, are so cynical and like crotchety and cranky. Retro, that's super cool. Instrumental scores are a lot of fun. I actually have a bunch in my collection. Not just on CD though. Now, David, I think there is some music from today that's probably amazing, but it's so fractured we don't get to learn about it. So it's a lot harder to find amazing music that's new, that's today. I mean, the classic rock stuff is good, but I mean, when I was like 14, I really got into Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, and Pink Floyd. And this was like, let's see, I was born in 76, so that was 1990. So by then, all that stuff was classic. No, Jason, it's good. It's good. It's good to be young at heart. I feel like it'll keep you enjoying life for a much longer time. Some people I've that are like 42. I look at them and they look like they're 80. And I'm like, what happened to you? And they're just so cranky and that. I mean, it's not music. It's a lot easier to find music that you enjoy. That's true, Alex. But it's usually music that someone else also, said first that they enjoy. So it's hard to learn something unique and different. It's really easy to find the stuff that people like the most today. Which means that a lot of kind of more mediocre music gets pushed to the front. But yeah, I mean, there's just access to so much music. It's almost overwhelming. And just wait till the AI start making music that are perfectly styled to your exact taste and wants. No melody, that's okay. Not everyone likes the same thing. It's musical taste is very different between people. Sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's different. It really depends on what you get into.
Hey, bird.
No, I'm almost afraid with AI it's gonna be even more infinite music as they as AI starts forming it. But honestly, Alex, with more modern music, I feel like I don't find stuff that I fall in love with as hardcore as I did when I was younger. Maybe it's just my being older, or I just find a lot of stuff kind of mediocre. It's like movies today. Half the time I go on Netflix and I'm like, I have no desire, or I have no idea what I want to watch because it's almost too much to watch. And so much of it is kind of mediocre. It's kind of hard to find that one. I have to wait until someone tells me, dude, you gotta watch that. It's amazing. Because the algorithms will recommend all kinds of random crap. Because you watch this movie, you're gonna like this movie, and then you watch the other movie and it's kind of bad. It just has a very similar idea, but it's not anywhere as good. Ralph, I can kind of understand. I mean, that makes sense, Alex. I'm sure there's also music from when you were like, 18 that you still absolutely love.
No one saw. You should have.
No, I honestly, I don't listen to as much old music anyway. I listen to a lot of K-pop actually, because I just find it light and fluffy and easy to listen to. And it's enjoyable to me. But most stuff, like The Weeknd, I'll get into The Weeknd and I'll listen to him like a lot for a couple weeks and then I'm good. I don't find the need to listen to a lot more.
Situation. I don't think anyone knew what they were doing.
Yeah, no, what I usually do is I end up looking for, I go on Google, I'm like, give me a list of the top 50 movies on Netflix. Then I read them all, see what the reviews are, and I try to find one that sounds really interesting. And sometimes you find really good stuff that way. What did you guys see? I didn't see anything. I missed something. What did I miss? Right now I just see a whole wall of text. Trying not to bump into people. But also, Alex, the other thing too is a lot of modern music, you hear singles, and I don't feel like you get as much of the album experience. When I grew up, you would buy an album, and if it was a great album like Led Zeppelin 4, let's say, you listen to the whole thing, and you get like a whole experience. I feel like with modern music, I don't get that. I get a whole selection of different songs from different people that I listen to. It's rare for me to feel like I have a single, like albums used to be an experience where you listen to, it's like a book. You read the whole book. You don't read random chapters. And I feel like music today, a lot of it is random chapters, and you don't get to read the whole book anymore. Oh, well, at least 2 or 3 of you guys saw him, Trip. That's too funny. The Weeknd I really like. Miley and Harry I didn't really get into, but The Weeknd is really awesome. Tubi, I haven't really used Tubi yet. Oops, I can't cross. Can't cross, too many cars. You guys are all seeing different things. Has the Holy is a fantastic Led Zeppelin album, probably my favorite as well. The only one that's the weakest to me is the In Through the Outdoor, but even that's not that bad. No, I'm looking. I haven't really seen it. You know what? It might be just too many people out and about tonight walking. I haven't really seen many street candy pirates. Last night we saw like 7 at that one dumpster. Trying to think like right now if I just wanted to put music on. I don't even know what I want to put on. I don't find myself listening to music as much as I used to. Maybe just because I'm too distracted with 1,000 things that I'm trying to do these days. Which is weird because I do love music. Music, I mean, I sell music. Music is a big part of my life. You think that's why you're there? You're scaring away the street candy pirates? All right, well, I'm just looping around where I think I might see them. Just trying to see if we can find any. So really slow. I did, when we started out, we heard 2 or 3 rustling around. 7 was enough the other night, yeah. That was freaky. It was a lot, actually. There was, at that point, there was like mayhem. It was making me jump out of my shoes a little bit. Well, so I didn't see many garage sales. Only the one. It's going to be a really dry garage sale weekend, I think. That's awesome, Alex. I can't really do concerts anymore. I'm getting too old where I don't feel healthy in concerts. I used to love going to concerts all the time. I'm trying to think. The last few concerts I saw Perfume, which was a super amazing light show. I saw Kari Pamu Pamu twice. Her show is absolutely fun. And I saw Metric. I think those are the last 4 concerts I went to. Probably about like 8 years ago. Now I'm not sure like exactly what concert I would like to see. Yeah, they weren't exactly jumping at me. They're jumping in my general area. Oh really, Phil? They like when I see other dogs. I gotta do some more daytime walks then. There's a lot more dogs. This is a very dog friendly, very dog heavy neighborhood. Oh, Alex. I also had your 6 Pokemon Funko Pops on the fucking basement floor. I had them on the floor because I was sorting through and I was gonna add them up. And at the last minute before I went upstairs, I was like, let me put this up on the shelf, and I didn't think about it. So it was this close to those Funko Pops also getting a dunk in the water. That sounds fun, David. I really like Joan Jett in the 80s. She was another artist. I like the movie they did, the Joan Jett movie. I thought that was fun. I know, I put it up and it got saved. That would have, like, you and then Ted's order were the 2 things I had on the floor, but something told me, oh, I should put these up before I go upstairs. I know, so close. And the universe is like, maybe it's telling me to get them the heck out of the space. I should add them up and let you know the total tonight. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Melody, David. Oh yeah, no, you know what it was too. The last few concerts I went to, I felt like I was watching people's cell phones like this, like right in front of my face. I realized half the concerts I was going to was the point where I was just watching other people filming the show and not actually watching the show anymore. Kind of sucks. So I've actually lost interest in concerts as much because of that. But the cool thing about that is you can see almost any concert you want on YouTube now. You like an artist, you look it up, boom, there's a concert or a couple songs from a concert on YouTube. When I I would say in the late 90s, I got into concert trading really hardcore. I had hundreds of live concerts on tape. We used to there would be a website where you list the concerts you had, and I would list like the grade. I would list how good the quality of the recording was, how good the copy was, the performance. I had like 3 or 4 ratings, and then you would go and you would trade with people. It was so much fun. I know, it's so annoying. Just watch the show. Exactly. You don't need to watch it on your cell phone a week later. Enjoy the moment. For a while there, I was saying that they should like record the show, a videotape, and like when you buy your ticket, you could pay $5 extra, and they like send you an extra copy of the concert or something like that. I thought that'd be a cool way to enjoy it. Exactly, those cell phones are so freaking annoying. So I kind of lost interest in concerts after like 3 or 4 in a row, where I was watching all these phones in my face. I also don't have the stamina anymore for the concerts I used to see when I was young. Those took like lots of energy. I'd fight for the front row and then like deal with the people moshing over my head over there. Like I would always get into the front of the concert. I'd be at the wall, so I'd have to help hurl people off the top, like the whole show. I got kicked in my head so many times as a young man out of a concert. I once was at a Faith No More concert, and there was a guy on crutches. I'm like, what are you doing here? So by the end of the show, his crutch was crowd surfing. Oh, that's awesome, Ralph. That's super fun. Yeah, no one's gonna watch. Like maybe they might think about watching it once. Yeah, super fun right now. Lots of people, but no street candy pirates. I'm a little disappointed in our hunting skills. I'm trying to think. There's one time I got really into the beatboxing artists. I think there's like a month or 2 I was into those, like a few years ago. Like Daichi and one other guy, like really phenomenal. There's 1 month I was into people with pan drums. Like the sound of the pan drums would just sound gorgeous. It's funny, I fall down different musical rabbit holes. And this week just happens to be reliving Smashing Pumpkins, because I haven't really listened to them in a long time, and I forgot how much I enjoyed them. Okay, this club is still happening. Or it's a bar, I think. No, not too busy, just a small. We're getting late, I think. What time is it my time? Anyone, someone calculate my time. I think I want to say 12:18. I could be wrong. I don't know when I started. Even with my left foot being kind of funky, it's doing pretty okay. I really, really, really like these new socks. 12:09, yeah. So it's getting, thank you, everybody. You guys are rock. You're better than Siri. I just have to ask you, and I got 20 different people answering me. All right, I don't know. I got to ask you guys information what I should check out tomorrow, but I don't think there's a lot of garage sales in the neighborhood. What I might do is I might just stay up all night, and then 10 o'clock tomorrow go out. Maybe I'll go, I'm trying to think. I might go. Oh, someone's not feeling good. Hopefully they're okay. Never like seeing an ambulance out on a Friday night. Maybe someone drank too much or overdosed on something. Or maybe just scared too much from the street candy pirates. Someone got a heart attack from a street candy pirate. One of those. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna just stay up, and then tomorrow. Welcome back. I'm thinking tomorrow we'll do a 10 o'clock flea market. Maybe I'll go. I mean, it's literally one subway stop over to 14th Street where Will sells. Will literally lives like a mile and a half from this neighborhood. He's just on the... Alex, so the other day I did 20,000 steps, which is 9 miles. So I know I can do 9 miles in one day. Probably not with the foot I have right now, but I know I have the stamina now. So I definitely plan on some much longer walks. It's on my to-do list. And especially if I'm like bummed out with the basement and I don't think I'll be doing as much with the other channels until I feel comfortable. Maybe I'll just really focus on this channel and do some really crazy long walks. Or maybe I'll do a series of 2-hour walks. I'm not 100% sure at the moment. Still lots of people. This bar right here, there's still like 50 people in it. 50 people. Yeah, the streets are still happening. Look, there's people. There's like a ton of people over here. 12 o'clock at night, Friday night, people are hanging out, having a fun time. Yeah, the red lights look cool. I end up using those lights a lot of times when I do the thumbnail. I'll just find like cool looking lights to put as the thumbnail. All right, I gotta readjust this. This is kind of acting funky. Okay, there we go. Readjusted. Bars usually go to 3 or 4 in the morning, I think. Especially on a Friday night. They just keep going until people aren't going anymore. But yeah, I don't think there's a specific set time, but I know they go to like 3 or 4. At least that's when I was younger and we would go to bars, like hang out with friends. It would be up late. Many late night fun trips. Oh yeah, but I still like black light posters. They are cool. Okay, we are now going into street candy pirate territory. I still think there's way too many people out. That's probably we're not finding any. Retro, am I a completionist? Who do you think tried to make a complete collection of Funko Pops? Who collects 9,500 Funko Pops? Unless they're just one of the craziest completionists you know. Yes, I'm a completionist. It's all I want to do. I need to complete things. If I don't complete them, I feel like something's missing. If I'm missing one issue, no! I need to get it. I have in my comic collection, I have newsstands and direct of most issues I've collected. So a lot of runs, I'll have 2 complete runs. Some cases, I have 3 complete runs. I'll have international versions of stuff. I will look at the comics I have, and if it has a different color strike to it, I'll have 5 versions of it. Yeah, I can't really do that anymore either. I'm too exhausted. All right, we're gonna go back over here because this was Street Candy Pirate Heaven last night. I want to capture something. But yeah, I'm a completionist. I have a strong love of finding rare things and finding all the things to complete things. That's why I run out of space, because I'm really good at it, actually. I don't know if it's OCD. I just find it so much fun to find as many different things as I can get of the things I like. I just need more space, and right now I'm selling my pops, so it bums me out a little bit. No, it's not, for me, it's not about having the money. It's about finding ways for it to pay for itself. That's how I collect. I want everything to be free, basically. So if I could do YouTube videos and a YouTube video, like for instance, at the peak of my Funko Pop collecting, right, I had that one video, that one of my best videos I've done on the channel. It was a collection that the guy offered me. It was 14,000 value. We were trying to get 7,000 out of it. Took me 2 months before I was ready to buy it, because that was a lot of money at the time. But I've told the story before. I basically took my sales tax money and I borrowed $5,000. And then I made a series of videos. The YouTube videos have made $3,000. So 40% of that load was paid for with the YouTube videos. And then I sold off half the collection. So I made, $7,000 because it's $14,000. So basically I spent $7,000. I got my $7,000 back. I made $3,000 profit, and I kept $7,000 worth of Funko Pops for my collection. So they were for free, and those have at least doubled or triple value. So now it's like $20,000 worth of Pops that I end up paying for free. So the way I collect is I want things to pay for themselves as best as I can. All right, crew, thank you so much for hanging out. I really look forward to having you come join me again. we'll find other fun things. We're not finding any street candy pirates tonight. Yeah, I've been at it for an hour and a half, so I should probably... No, I'm gonna go. I'll go for 2 hours tonight. You guys have me for another half an hour. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't want to stop. Don't want to stop at all. But we're having no luck in the street candy pirates tonight. I really thought we would have, but it makes sense with all the people out and about partying. They're probably just a little, shy or timid, because that's a lot of people. So, anyone watching this video back, if you're looking for the rats, look at the video from last night or the night before this video, because that was the video that really, had the people. So that was some dolled up ladies. That's what you'll see more on Friday night. When it warms up, there'll be half naked ladies more often. Thank you, Jason. Jason, I gotta make you a mod too. I haven't had a Jason yet as a mod. I think it's so cool that you're hanging out with me tonight, Jason. Trash pandas. So what would a trash panda be? I'm really not sure what a trash panda would be. I'm sure they're around. If you guys don't know, Jason was on one of my YouTube videos, on my April Fool's video 5 years ago. Same with Eric Carlson. He was also in that video. That's one of my favorite videos. It got like, raccoons? No, we don't really get raccoons. Raccoons is not something I see that often. Maybe once every few years I'll see one. We see squirrels and we see rats. Raccoons, not so much. Raccoons I see more in the suburbs. But yeah, my April Fool's video I did, 6 years ago. It was one of my all-time favorite videos I did on chat. I got like 30 people to contribute in that video. I would like to do something like that again, because it was so much fun putting it together, but it was also a lot of work. And then no one watched the video, so I was like, it was so sad to me because how awesome the video was and how much work I put into it. Raccoons, penguins, New York City bears. So there are bears in the suburbs. You go into New Jersey, you will see bears. Where I used to live in Dover, New Jersey, you would see bears and deer occasionally. So I don't think they come into New York City unless you go to the zoo, which we could visit the zoo one day. If you guys want me to go to the Central Park Zoo to visit the bears, we can do that. That could be on the docket of things to do. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a raccoon in forever, though. Okay, this street looks dark and not so busy, so hopefully we can see something. All right, I should definitely, as long as we get a signal. Dracula control rats as well. I don't know, Lars. I've never heard of. I don't know if a vampire could actually control a rat. I'll have to look into that. Lars, I'll look that up tonight. Actually, Lars, leave that when the video's over. Leave that in the comments. Say, can vampires control rats? And then I'll look it up and I'll have an answer tomorrow. At the zoo, they don't have elephants because it's a smallish zoo, but they do have a polar bear. They have monkeys. They have seals. They have birds. Yeah, as a kid, I think I had raccoons eat my cat's food as well. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an elephant in the zoo. Now, at the Bronx Zoo, they might, because the Bronx Zoo is actually a pretty big zoo. But that one's a much bigger trip than Central Park. We're back. Usually we don't disconnect on the street. I don't know if that was because of, I don't know. Wow, it's loud over here. I can't hear myself think. But yeah, the Bronx Zoo is like an hour and a half trip for me, I think. So I really don't go to that zoo that often. But the Central Park Zoo, I'll go to a few times. Maybe once every couple of years we'll go. I wonder how well the cell signal would be in museums too, because it would really be kind of fun to walk around like the Met or Natural History Museum. That would be kind of cool, actually. I gotta figure out where I can get the phone to live stream. I think elephants need a lot more room, so they're kind of hard to have in a zoo. Elephants are more of like a safari kind of setup, I think. So maybe in like Disney World where they have their safari place. I don't know, I really enjoy zoos, but at the same time, it's always a little bit sad to me to see all the animals caged up. I know, we got on the subject of zoos. I realize I have not much commentary about zoos. I don't really think about zoos. Zoos aren't something that fascinate me that much. I think maybe I played the Zoo Tycoon, and that's the most fun I've ever had with zoos. Playing a game trying to build a zoo. Yeah, I think a museum live would be awesome. I have to figure out if I can get the stream. It might have terrible signal inside, so that I'm not sure, but that would be amazing. Oh, that's super cool, Ralph. Yeah, just all apartments over here. So Ralph, what do you mean someday? Maybe someday when we can have an in-person meet and greet. You mean just for everyone to meet? So that'd be cool. I meet people all the time though. Like just because I have a public shop that I'm in often, people actually come in from all over the world and get to meet me. So yeah, that's like to me that's more of a safari where it's more like an open space where you drive around and then you have animals that like can walk up to your car or you just see them doing stuff. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm mostly tired just from my terrible day of everything that happened. But also my brain is tired. And my foot is tired. It's all good. I'm going to try to push it to 2 hours. We got 28 more minutes and then I'm going to call it quits. And then I'll probably, I might do art cards tonight. I'm not 100% sure. I'm up to 5 so far this week. But most of the ones I've done so far are what people requested. People requested different robots and different color combinations and stuff. And I still have to, for John, I got to figure out how to do a, so Dracula does control rats. Interesting. You know, I always wonder, like, how cool would it be to be a vampire, right? So you get to collect stuff and see it go up in value because you live a long time. So you could buy stuff in like 200 years, you'd be a bajillionaire. That's why vampires usually are wealthy, because of the amount of time. That'd be awesome, Retro. Love to give you a big hug. Oh, that's loud music. It's making the neighborhood shake. So I would love the idea, you know, if you're a vampire, that like you can live a long time, you can collect amazing stuff over a long time. I hate that you would have the bloodlust. So like I would have my amazing comic books, but I might have, you know, accidentally get blood all over them because I'm really hungry. I would hate that. And then like I couldn't go out during the day to garage sales and flea markets and stuff, and I'd have to have someone in charge of getting all my eBay packages. You know, I'd have to hire someone to get all my packages, and maybe I'd have to send them out during the day. And then like when I wake up each day, they'll have a pile of loot they picked up. It's definitely made my day way better. I'm having so much fun tonight. I'm having fun every night. Every night when I think, I can't, like I have nothing to talk about, I get bored, or well, I don't get bored, but I think, oh, they're gonna get bored of me. Every time I think that, then I come in here and you guys have like such a fun time. It's amazing. You do have to worry about being staked in the heart, but honestly, I have to worry about that now, right? If a human got staked in the heart, you'd probably die as well. In fact, any kind of object shoved into your chest, you're most likely dead. So it's not just a vampire problem. That's just a life problem. Yeah, David, I don't know. Those Deadpool trucks, those are one of the last things to go. Yeah, I always say that I would be a Twilight vampire. I'd sparkle like Edward and not burn like... I mean, you could try to be a vegan vampire, but I feel like a vegan vampire would like suffer and you'd like be constantly hungry, and like it'd probably be really uncomfortable and painful to not eat blood. I don't know. I don't think I would get bored. If you're a vampire, like 200-300 is a long time, but like in my 47 years, I'm having more fun now than I ever have. I feel like the longer I would live, the more fun I would have. Like, I can't imagine. Like, all right, I think we're gonna go this way. I mean, like, I forget where I was listening to a podcast and someone was talking about a story where someone wishes for immortality, but they don't wish for immortal youth. So basically the character lives forever, but they get more and more feeble, so they become like a living corpse. And like, that sounds miserable. So if you felt really healthy and awesome, you could probably do so much stuff. Spinach juice. You think so, Jay? Do you think that spinach would have enough iron and whatever else you would need in blood? Maybe. I like, if I could find something that I could eat that would keep my cravings at bay, I think that could, because I really wouldn't want to be like eating people all day. Like, I don't want to murder people. I don't want to be like, yeah, maybe if you just like, maybe if you just get some iron and you like ground it up into a powder and you can eat it on whatever you want. Yeah, no, I like that idea. Maybe there would be a way. I mean, that's kind of like the True Blood show where they made like the fake blood that kind of helped with the cravings. I bet there's a way to make something that vampires could have that gives you all the desire. But maybe it's something about the actual DNA or something. Like, I don't know why vampires crave blood. Melody, yeah, I would say that. In some storylines in True Blood, I think there's one vampire that dies because he's done everything and he wasn't interested in living anymore. So I could see that. I love a good, interesting, nerdy conversation. Oh, look, check out these lights. This is a fun little fancy globe store. Is this all they sell? The store just has like these ball lights in there. Such a weird store. So you say, Jason, is that I could just only eat bad people? Like I'll wait, I'll sit there in the shadows, super starving, but then if I see someone mug someone, then I can swoop down and suck their blood. That's fine. I like that. Cool. So during the day, usually I drink my spinach covered with iron shavings, but then when I really need some fresh human blood, I could just, hide in the shadows and just look for people actually doing bad things. I like the idea. Great idea, actually. That works for me. Just as long as people don't get mad and want to stake me because I'm killing, bad people. Yeah, exactly. The vampire Dexter. I like this. Man, Alex, did you watch the last season of Dexter? Like the one that just came out last year? That season was so freaking good. It was the most perfect ending of a series ever, I thought. They made fake blood for Batman. The FBI listens to everyone at all times, all the time. So if they think that I'm a vampire for real. Oh, Alex, watch. Well, so like how Dexter ended originally, the series was kind of a letdown for me. The Dexter new series that came out was perfection. You gotta watch it. If you like the original Dexter, the newest Dexter series that they put out was like amazing. Shh, don't spoil. Jeez, DJ, you just spoiled it. Yeah, prison. And the thing is too, you could probably suck blood and not kill people. You take a couple sips. You don't have to. Yeah, it's the same actor, everything. It takes place 20 years later. So it's the story of how Dexter survived for 20 years. So yeah, I to me, it was the best season of the show, and that's including some amazing seasons. And it ended the series, like the storytelling was just fantastic. But yeah, the original Dexter when it was on TV was probably my favorite show at the time. Yeah, now I guess you don't have to watch it. No, watch it. Watch Dexter. Last season, it was still as good. What I liked about Dexter is the show that gave me anxiety. Like, true, I felt like something bad was going to happen. It kept me on the seat of my pants every time I watched it. I think Dexter is one of the best shows for that. It's the only show that I really felt like was a thriller. Yeah, definitely watch it, though. It was really good. Absolutely loved it. I haven't watched Interview with the Vampire series. I love the movie, though. Was the series good? Because I'll watch it. Don't spoil it, though. So, Phil, they need the actual blood. They couldn't live on just iron and other stuff. So it has to be actual human blood or animal blood. Okay. Yeah, my biggest fear is that I would get, like, super hungry and one day I would splatter blood all over my Action Comics #1 and be like, oh, crap. I gotta stop doing that. Babylon 5, I never really got into it, but I do absolutely love the J. Michael Straczynski. He did a show called Jeremiah, which I absolutely love. Jeremiah was one of the best survival sci-fi series ever made. Absolutely love that. It's kind of like they say, if you become a cannibal, you're probably eating the healthiest diet you can eat for your body because you're basically eating what you're made out of. So probably with vampires, you probably need human blood to replace what you need or whatever it is. Oh yeah, a few like crappy billionaires would be all right on my diet list. Okay, favorite sci-fi. Okay, let's go old school. I love Star Trek. I'm definitely a Star Trek nut as well. Love Star Trek, especially Next Generation was my Star Trek because that's what I grew up with. I love the Survivor series. It's a British survival tale series from the 70s, which was fantastic. It's basically like The Walking Dead 30 years before The Walking Dead. And then the Survivor series also had like a remake maybe 10 years ago, which was actually really good as well. I really like survival tales. Like any story about trying to survive during some kind of apocalypse is great. And then, trying to think, the original V series. V was one of my favorites. Love the... I'm gonna reset my camera. It feels crooked. I hate when it goes crooked. After I walk for a while, it starts kind of acting up. Yeah, Herman. I like the illustrations of Herman. I have all the volumes of Herman that Herman did. Jeremiah was fantastic. My favorite episode of Jeremiah is the one where they have to defend the library. I absolutely love that one. I like any book-themed episodes or shows. All right, I don't know why my phone looks very crooked right now. Okay, I'm gonna try to correct this. Try to correct that. Okay, I think I have a feeling this is getting kind of... I really enjoyed Earth 2, actually. Earth 2 is way too short. Battlestar Galactica, I love the original series. I love the 80s remake. Or not remake, but the continued series. And then I really love the early 2000s remake. Early 2000s remake was fantastic. Outer Limits and Twilight Zone, I do enjoy. Still enjoy it to this day. Like if I go back and rewatch... Oh, I Live My Life. You know what I love? The whatchamacallit, now I'm drawing a blank of the show, but it's the episode. It's one of those amazing stories, but not amazing stories. Similar to Amazing Stories. It's the episode with Mark Hamill in it, where when he's a little boy, he finds a leprechaun. I love leprechauns, so now the episode starts out awesome. He finds a leprechaun in his yard, and the leprechaun gives him a wish. So obviously he wishes he was rich. So he goes, I want to be rich. That's his wish. So the leprechaun says, okay, wish granted. He says, all you have to do is keep all your stuff, no matter what. Just keep all your stuff. Wait, I gotta get past the music.
I feel like nobody really cares.
Oh my gosh, so loud here. Oh wow. Oh, we got the balloon party going on over here again. Let's walk by the balloon party. I don't know what's going on. It's the big balloon party. Holy crap, it's the big balloon party.
Challenge, nigga.
Alright, now let's take off.
I just got happy.
We got the party going on over here. Something going on at Brooklyn Bowl. Something's going on over here. I've never been to.
This fucking guy in his undercover.
Ice fucking was.
Okay, that was kind of fun. Oh yeah, Firefly was a fantastic series as well.
Yeah, Firefly was on my balls too.
That guy's high on helium or something. All right, we got one obnoxious person tonight. Two nice people, one obnoxious person. That's funny. Sometimes you have to go by the crazy crowds like that just to get the craziness of people. Firefly was good though. So the leprechaun tells Mark Hamill's character as a kid, he's like, keep all your stuff, never get rid of any of it. So then, probably nitrous. The whole episode goes on, and he starts growing older, and he lives in a shack, and he's got all his stuff there, and it keeps going on and on and on, and he gets old, and he's broke, and he's poor, and he's super mad, and he's like, you promised me I'd be rich. And then one day he's at a gas station driving his old car full of all his old crap, and this lady in like a limo comes out. She's like, oh my God, I've been looking for one of those for 10 years. How much do you want for it? And he's like, I don't know, make me an offer. She's like, I'll give you 10 for it. He's like, that's great. So I can fill up my tank of gas. So she writes him a check for $10,000. He's like, holy crap. So then he ends up, the episode ends where he's at like a Sotheby's auction. They're auctioning off like his Action Comics #1 and all the stuff he had that he kept his whole life. So that's kind of how I live my life. that whole episode I saw in the 80s kind of like formed how my brain thinks. And people are crazy. They're out and about having fun. I don't know why people like to talk about their organs that way though when they're public. Oh, Buck Rogers is fantastic. Love Buck Rogers. I would like to see a Buck Rogers remake actually. That's one thing they haven't done yet.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, my brother got the Buck Rogers spaceship for Christmas one year. That thing was amazing. Everyone in here is old enough for Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers is all our childhood. Almost everyone. Like half of us were old enough to see it on TV. It was really cool. In the like 78, we still had a black and white TVs. I mean, I was a little baby. I don't remember, but my brother told me, Twinkie. My brother begged my mom to get color television for Battlestar Galactica, so we got color television. That shows you how ancient that was. Yeah, Twiggy's cool. I love pop culture robots, actually. That's one of my favorite things to collect. Anytime you have a pop culture robot, that's definitely on my list. All right, I feel like it's been such a bust. We haven't really seen any street candy pirates tonight. Okay, we got someone yelling behind me. I think it's starting to get a little crazy in the neighborhood. Well, happy birthday. I've pretty much enjoyed my 40s so far. I got 3 more years of being 40s. Lost in Space, the B9 was an awesome robot. I do like that one. Hitchcock TV series I liked. That was good. I liked all those anthology sci-fi series. All that stuff was great. I like Hitchcock in general, though. All his movies are fantastic. Yeah, they're always out. They're going to be out and about. We saw one ambulance and a few cops. Hopefully everyone. But yeah, if you see, there's a lot of like undercover cops and all that out and about. Just making sure things are okay. That's just how the city is. Actually, I'm going to... do I want to go this way? I'm just trying to think of which way cuts out. I think I'm actually going to continue to walk this way. Yeah, X-Files feels super dated for me. I agree with that. I love the X-Files, but when I watch it back, I don't really feel the urge to binge watch it anymore. Lars, I have a few of the reprint books of those. I do. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them. The ones that are like the Sunday paper size, I believe I have 3 or 4 of them. One Step Beyond, I don't know if I remember that series. And Werewolf TV, I don't know if I remember that one as well. I'm just trying to think. As a kid, I liked the In Search Of show as a kid as well, when they would tell stories of Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Oak Island. I actually really liked those True to Life mysteries show. That's why I actually really like the Oak Island show today, just because that was part of my childhood. And I kind of like watching all the stupid reality TV shows like Blind Frog Ranch or Skinwalker Ranch. Like, I like all that kind of goofy sci-fi-ish reality TV. God. I used to like Cops a little bit, but CanCon for the win. Yeah, the Leonard Nimoy series was fantastic. No, I don't think I've ever been pointed at and laughed at. I've seen people yell at pedestrians. I've seen pedestrians punch cars. In New York City, pedestrians have the right of way. Yeah, Monster Quest 2, I've watched that. I like all those silly shows. Alright. We're at 1:53. We're almost at 2 hours. I think now when I do a 2-hour walk, that's 6 or 7 miles. Oh, the clouds are good tonight. Oh, the clouds are perfect to try to see if we can see some colorful clouds. I think the last time I saw them, the clouds were like this. I wonder if we could see any. Like true crime shows, I really enjoy it. It's really disturbing and it gave me nightmares. But the Dahmer Netflix series was really good. Like, just to think that the shit that was going on is just like freaky as fuck. All right, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna see if we can see any clouds that look like freaking UFOs. Thanks for hanging out. Almost all of you guys have been hanging out with me the whole freaking night. This is amazing. You guys rock. I think it's so cool to me that I can just turn on a camera on my phone and just start walking around and just having nerdy conversations, and you guys just hang out with me for freaking 2 hours almost every night. This is amazing to me. This is what's fueling me up. Like, all my other channels are so, like, they take a lot of work, and like I don't really feel like I get much reward out of them. This feels so rewarding to me. Okay, I'm not seeing any, like, the clouds look good, but I don't see the colorful clouds. We're gonna go this way. Unsolved Mysteries, I used to watch all the time too when I was younger. I don't really watch it as much anymore. Oh, that's super cool that they had the theme song. 24-hour. Well, I'm getting my stamina up. I could do 2 hours now. So today I just got from Amazon. Oh, Honkus, thank you for subscribing. I love it. I love that new people are. Now, Honkus, this is the first time you've ever seen me do a video? Because I don't know if I recognize your name, and I'm always looking to see who's finding me just for my walking channel. Because I've been doing YouTube for 8 years, so I know there's a lot of people that have been following me for a long time. But the fact that new people are just here to have, hang out with me is amazing. I really do appreciate it. And it's just cool. More people to hang out with. Look at all these friends, like all my best friends are here. You guys rock. I love how welcoming everyone is. Honkus, well, congratulations for finding my channel. You just made my day. Here, I'll if I can figure out how to flip this. All right, where's my buttons? Oh, here you go. Oh. Hello, Honkus. I'm a crazy, nerdy guy that loves doing YouTube, and I really want to say thank you for joining the channel. I can't wait to walk around and tell you more stories, find amazing stuff, and it's super fun. I absolutely love it. So cool. Welcome. I think it's amazing. That's sweet. I think there's 2 or 3 people tonight that said they were here for the first time. This is amazing. Thank you, Jason. Jason, did I make you a moderator? Yeah, I got to throw you on a check mark. Trying to make all the regulars, or the people that have known me a long time, moderators. So that if this channel does blow up, I want to make sure all the OG folks know how special they are.
Oh yeah, they said
If you guys don't follow Jason, Jason has, his Instagram is awesome. Super loud. Wait, hold on a second. I gotta get past this loud point here. Oh, Honkus, super cool. My wife grew up in Queens, so very familiar. All right, Jason, you got earned a moderator tonight. I gotta throw on a mod for you. You got a cool blue check. You guys should. So Jason does really awesome on it. He has YouTube channels which are fun to me, but he also his Instagram. He does a lot of miniature setups where he'll take dollar store finds that look like little miniature things, and he makes little setups that look amazing. So he'll make and he makes it very fashionable looking. So he'll make it look like a male model living inside a beautiful apartment with the most amazing setup. It is gorgeous. Absolutely love his Instagram. Jason, what is your oh, Marlana, I'll add you too. You've been here every night for the last 2 weeks. You also get a blue check mark. Okay, Melody. Yeah, I'm pretty much almost done here too. I'm at 1 minute left. I think I know you're bedtime by this point. Thank you so much for hanging out. So Jason, you're going completely, like, you're done with all, or? I mean, I enjoy just your channels when you just chat stuff too. I really feel like if you did some walk and talks, I think you would find it really rewarding, just being able to hang out with people and share your life a little bit, but also do it in a way that's more interactive, because the interactive part of it is it makes it so much more exciting for me. All right, good night, Retro. I've only been in Philadelphia once in my life. I should visit again. I kind of want to go to some Comic-Cons and stuff. Yeah, it's getting late here too. The night started out with a few very beautiful, nice people interactions, but now it's getting a kind of high, crazy people now. They want to live stream about sucking their nuts. It's so funny the different reactions people have. Oh yeah, it's there. All right, I found it. We got the night sky cloud. It's very, very faint right now, but we found it. Oh man, the connection sucks though. There we go. We found it. There we go. We found the Brooklyn UFO. There we go. We found it. So yeah, there's a bridge in Queens that shoots Oh yeah, I can zoom in. It shoots out an array of light. All the connections. I gotta find a spot. All right, so it shoots out from a bridge. So it's just when the clouds are at the right height, you can see it. I'm gonna zoom in so we can look. Nope, that's too dark. You can't see it. Oh no, I can't see it. On camera. Oh, that's my face. That camera. Yeah, I can't. Oh wait, let me see if I can zoom in. Nope, I can't. Yeah, no, I have to have the regular camera, otherwise you can't see it. It gets too dark. But yeah, that's the colorful lights I saw. The first time I saw it freaked me out, but now I know where to look for it when the clouds are just right. We got the Brooklyn UFO.
It's really nice.
I tell you the truth, I barely see it with my naked eye. You see it more on the camera this time. Normally I see it better with my naked eye. So maybe it's just extra dark, or maybe it's too bright over here so I don't see it as well. It's the Rat Beacon. Look, Rat Man, we have to go and fight off the trash candy pirates. Well, that's a perfect way to end the night, I think. Just end on our UFO. We looked for rats, but we found the Brooklyn UFO. Which honestly, when I posted the short on this, I had it's in the same spot. It's definitely, like, I looked on Google Maps. In that direction, there's a bridge that has lights on it. So it depends on the cloud height. Oh, now it's all blurry. If you're at the right cloud height, it's like you'll see it. And as you see, it doesn't move. It stays in the, so as the clouds move, the spot stays right there. Plot twist. The rats are actually aliens. I love it. I love it. Okay, sweet. All right, I'll go walk a little bit more. We'll walk a little bit more. I'm so happy we found the lights again. I've been waiting for a cloudy night that I could see the colorful lights perfectly. We've solved the mystery. It's not aliens from another planet like I first thought when I first saw them. All right, let's go this way. All right, this is a little bit of a side street, but it's also, I don't think has a lot of trash. So I don't know if the rats are in this area. I feel like we failed tonight. We did not find the rats. I even made a nice thumbnail, and people are going to be looking for the rats the whole night. I feel like it's a letdown. At least we can walk down this street, see the Empire State Building, hear some traffic, see some litter. Just a typical New York City street. All right, my one split foot though is starting to kill me. It's a win. We found the lights. The light alone was a win. But also, it was a fun, beautiful night with you guys. And Jason, thanks for hanging out all night. I really do appreciate that. It's so cool to have you here hanging out. Oh, that's loud. Wow, that's some really loud air conditioner units. All right, we can enjoy here. We'll end the day with this beautiful little courtyard. Yeah, it was really good tonight. I started the night just like not even thinking I might not stream because I was just like, kind of bummed out. But we had such great chats tonight. It was a really fun night, actually. So I'm going to try to be back in like 10 hours, so 10 a.m. my time. I'm going to try to do, I might go into Manhattan and do the flea market and walk around Manhattan. I think that's what my goal is for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys, whoever still wants to hang out in like 10 hours in the morning, I'll be back. And maybe tomorrow I'll do 2 walks. Maybe I'm just going to really focus on this channel because I'm finding so much joy in it compared to my other channels, which just feel like they're expensive and too much time consuming. And I don't feel as rewarded as I do just hanging out with you guys and having an amazing fun time. So yeah, I might start streaming. I might do 2 walks a day. 24 hours a day. That'd be crazy. Okay. Yeah, well, 9 hours from now. Okay. 9 hours. I'll be at the flea market, I think. Okay. I'm gonna switch. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out all day. This has been wonderful. You guys really warm my heart. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Good night.